Hello and welcome to this medieval Total War Let's Play. This is Jacinter,
And Eric.
and we make up the Gardenians, and this is our second game in the series. If you've seen any of our Rome Total War Let's Play, then you'll know that we've been planning to do a couple games like this. And yep, this is the second one we're planning on doing. Hopefully moving on to the expansion kingdoms. We were also thinking maybe of doing the Third Age mod. One point.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be good as well.
Yeah.
Enjoyable to play.
It sounds pretty cool. I've never seen anyone play that before, so
There's a few out there, but I don't know. It'll be fun for us to do.
right. So in this Let's Play, we're starting off as France, and I forgot the timer again. If anyone knows where that reference is from.
Yeah, we forget that a lot.
Keep them interested.
Anyway, so yeah, we are playing as France. The story bit just basically says that France is actually quite weak at this point. They've conquered Brittany, but Normans don't consider themselves French, so that's that. And yeah, the Ile de France is not really very safe for
Yeah.
royal family.
Right.
Sure.
So our plan is here. Take these first two rebel settlements. Come down here onto this here.
Expanding to the right as well.
Expanding to the right as we go. Allying with England because, well, although I would like that bit of land, I really don't want to just go to war with them just for that bit of land. So we'll save that until late game. We're going to try and get allies with Spain and Portugal and help them conquer the Moors, or at least as far down as possible, but we're not going all the way over there. We will be going on with any crusades that come up because of the fact that we don't really want to get extra down.
Yeah, we'll also be trying to take the two islands.
Yeah, two islands here.
Good starting point for other invasions, if anyone.
So, yeah.
Let's get started.
Yes. Let's go.
France stands proud and powerful. Notions of courtly love have ushered in an era of nobility and chivalry. The legacy of Charlemagne still resonates with noble and commoner alike. Europe is a continent divided by mistrust and centuries of violence. As crusades carve a bloody swathe in the distant east, the ideals of chivalry and honor are tested time and again. In times of war, much is sacrificed. Countless lives are lost to battle and honor so that a kingdom can prosper.
Right, as you can see there in this game, the combat's been slightly upgraded since Rome. You do get 1v1 fights instead of just kind of charging units into each other. You get some finishing moves for units as well. I mean, they're not quite as detailed as Shogun 2.
No, but they got the right idea. It was a good start.
It was the development of it that came from this. So,
Yep. Some of them are very nice to watch, actually.
yeah. Right, so you got Spain over here. Then the geography is pretty simple. If you know this kind of area from the map, it's relatively realistic, as with most Total War games.
Yeah, based on the time.
So, we've got the Papal States over here. Something we would like to mention is
Yes. Inquisitors come from the Papal States.
some
They
people
are
don't seem to notice this.
no, they are not controllable by players, even if you play as the Papal States, which is not really possible.
Unless you do something.
Yes, unless you do
We're not
something.
going to recommend.
We're not going to recommend that or talk about it. Anyway, the Inquisitors are just agents from the Pope sent to find heretics and witchcraft and deal with it appropriately, which generally results in death and burning, which people loved. But anyway, yeah, that's what Inquisitors do, and they are men with funny hats and helmets, hats and hammers. Sorry, who walk around, and they're annoying, and they can kill anyone in your family if they're found guilty at an Inquisition, which generally they are. So, but anyway, yeah, they come from the Papal States. Nowhere else.
We did actually hear of somebody who thought you could get them playing as Hungary. If you can do this, and we don't know this, then correct us. But I'm pretty sure
No,
you
trust
can't.
me, you can't.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
I've played this game a long time. And, you can't. I have played as Hungary. Fairly fun faction. A little bit small at the start.
Is that enough of an army just to hit Bordeaux with?
Yeah, sure. I'll find a way to win.
Beginning the siege at
I
once.
usually do.
Your sieging army reporting, mon roi.
So yeah, as with our Rome videos, I will be playing the battles, and Jacinta will be doing the campaign map. We've not really got a reason for why, but it's just how we divided it up.
I mean, Eric's pretty good for fighting, so I'm not going to disagree with him when he says I'll do the fighting.
Yeah, we did spend quite a while actually thinking about who was going to be what.
Yep.
Have you done your tax rates?
No. I have not.
One thing about medieval, which is good to remember, is that there are cities and castles. There are different building options for both. Castles get cavalry faster. They also have an auto adjustment on their tax rate, as Jacinta will show. They are not adjustable. The annoying thing about this is that you get lower tax than what you could have adjusted it to yourself. The advantage being you don't have to do anything with it, and the settlement will always be, well, usually the settlement will try and be happy, unless, for example, you capture a castle on the other side of the world and it totally hit you.
Obviously, castles are much easier to defend.
They're much easier to defend.
So you're kind of trading that defendability for your little bit of kind of extra
My
stuff.
advice personally would be, once you've sort of crafted your empire, put castles on the borders, and maybe have one centralized one for dealing with rebels that spawn in your empire. But aside from that, I would keep as many cities as you can. They are easier to manage with buildings, and, well, they have more building options, and you get you do get quite a few buildings you can't get in the castles.
In God's name.
So yeah, the religion in the game is
Your Majesty,
pretty simple.
not
You
saying
don't
our
really need to
Majesty be good.
worry with it or do anything about it
Would you
necessarily,
negotiate
but
or
it's
seek a suit?
it's a good idea to
On behalf of
make sure
France.
people are happy.
I probably should have moved before doing that.
That's okay. Anyway, this game also has princesses. They act as diplomats and can be used for marriage alliances, as can your faction heir.
Mon roi. Your will. By your
You
will.
can also
Mon roi. To battle.
send your princess to
For
try
your
and,
honor.
well, essentially seduce an enemy general, or an allied general, or a neutral general, into marrying her. If she's successful, you gain the general. If she fails, you lose the princess.
I bring word from England, noble sire.
Well,
This seems quite reasonable. An
you
honor
could have
and a
actually
pleasure.
tried getting Ken
Farewell.
off them. You could have tried getting the settlement off them. Ken.
Yeah.
Depending if she'd given a nice enough offer, they might have. Right, so here we are. We have a man who's willing to marry her. Decent age. Stats aren't too bad. I mean, his traits aren't great, but if you look at the stats themselves, they're not.
Yeah.
He can be grafted into something nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, Christian journals are nice. Right, so settlement to our west, northwest.
You stalled because we're running out of money already. We have a tendency of doing this.
You have a tendency of doing
I have a
this.
tendency of
I'm
doing
not
this.
involved in this.
My
yeah.
lord speaks
Where
highly
did my
of you,
princess?
sire.
She married.
Yeah. What do I think of?
So
Where
yeah,
shall we
maybe
fly?
send an army out.
Signor.
Just leave one group out, spearmen and archers. Should be fun.
We shall slaughter them.
Doable.
We can't hear.
We're going for a bit earlier takes now than we actually did
You win. Moving to engage
in the
the
last
enemy.
time we did this.
Laying siege, mon roi.
Because
Yeah, we
last
did
time
this
I think
before.
we spent a little bit of time not doing a great deal.
No.
They shall continue
So I'm just trying to get stuff done, so it's more interesting for people to see.
Yeah, one of the things in this game that I still don't like, it's one of the few features I don't like, it's the same with Rome, is that the alliances, I mean at the time of course, it's relative to the time, but alliances are not really thought of as much. Nobody really counts on them or stick to them.
Yeah.
Not even marriage alliances, which I find quite interesting in a way. But yeah, it's a thing to remember. Just because you ally with someone doesn't mean they're not going to attack you. Quite often they will ally with you and in the same turn attack you. It's quite odd as to how the AI thought of that. It's kind of like the diplomat wasn't quite informed of the plans. It's probably not very big enough.
No.
I mean, I could try and fight them, but
Mon roi. Joining forces.
yeah, that should be fine. If you just siege it and just hold out, you
For the
kill
honor
all
of
the guys in the
France,
siege.
we will attack.
That'll be fine for now. I can recruit next. Just whenever I get money.
This game also has merchants, which we will not be using.
Yeah.
Just so you can explain why.
Yeah, merchants they're not really worth the money. I mean, like you can use them and they'll get you something, but the amount that they cost upkeep and stuff, it's just not really worth it.
They don't make back what you pay for them
Yeah.
until you have them at a higher level.
Yeah. Which I guess, like, if you put enough dedication into leveling them up, they could be really useful, but I just don't think it's really worth it.
Can
I
be
mean,
very-
look, I mean, especially since we're already going into debt, and we've only just played one turn. So with a merchant, we'd be doing even worse. So, yeah.
They also get taken over by other merchants quite easily.
Yeah. Right, there's
Yeah.
nothing I can do here.
Generally not worth the money or the time.
Oh, we're sending a boat over. He's pretty loyal. +2 command, plus command, plus slow to chivalry, plus piety.
Good choice. I mean, we are in debt, but I guess we're already in debt, so why not? A couple generals in early game are quite useful.
Wait. They will regret crossing France. An honor. Oui,
Looking
seigneur.
for
Closing to engage. Oui, seigneur. Besieging France's enemies. We shall prevail in this siege.
He said we wouldn't take this area, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, it's Metz you've forgotten about.
Just here.
Well, that's okay. That'll probably just mean the Holy Roman Empire goes through.
Yeah, it's fine.
You've also not really gone south to Zaragoza.
Yeah, no, well, I guess
You've
I
got an
could
army.
always-
You send the 2 generals and the horsemen.
An order?
Send the cavalry on. So,
Yep.
Army.
Seigneur, your will,
I'm just gonna take one second. But I'm gonna move them out of the city and let's see.
Sure. Yeah, it's a castle, so it ought to be just.
Where is it, like here?
It's just yeah, it's just there.
Continuing tomorrow.
Right. We're gonna be wrapping this up.
Yep. Part 1.
We'll see you for part 2, where we start sieging stuff, because I can't be bothered waiting them out.
Right. Yes,
I
so
wanted
you
my
actually
money.
see some battles.
Yeah, you're gonna see some battles. It's gonna be more fun than this. We've taught you a little bit about the game, we've introduced you to some things. Now we're gonna get some fighting done. We will see you for part 2.